Commencing podcast right now. So now we're starting.
Okay. And hello, and welcome to the SRC podcast.
Hi.
Newbies, introduce yourself.
Oh goodness. Cricket.
Oh, you want like the new people to come?
Yes, if you are new in this podcast, please say your name, your Tumblr URL, if you feel comfortable, sharing that, and then what team you are on.
Wildcats!
Cats.
Ow! You motherfuckers! That hurt my ears, actually. I can't believe I fell for that. I can't believe it. I'm so... Oh my god. I need to punch my Zac Efron poster now.
We're gonna go back to that in a second, but okay. I'm Kemi. My Tumblr handle
Oh my god.
is Kemi : like semicolon, because I think I'm clever. And I'm an artist or something, so I'm on the art team. I also sit in with the writing team, but that's more so that I can know what the hell we're going to end up drawing later. Yay!
You're like our art diplomat.
Hella!
And Kemi is basically, as far as I remember, cause see, if I'm like the CEO of this big shebang bang, then like Kemi is like the manager of the fast food train that is the art team at this point. Okay, Kemi, go.
I already did the thing. It's somebody else's turn.
Sorry. I'm Emmy. So it's Kemi and Emmy. Seriously. Okay, so I'm Emmy, and my Tumblr URL is Ruby Rose with the W, because the ones with the U were all taken and abandoned 3 years ago. I'm so upset. Anyway, yeah, and I write a lot, so I ended up on the writing team after you guys were so gracious to have me. I'm so happy to be here, and thank you so much for tolerating me.
We don't tolerate you. We love you. We love you.
We actively embrace you and accept you and desire you among our fold.
That's very true.
Desire. I thought you were going somewhere else with that.
Well, she did use fold, so I'm just saying.
Whoa!
I'm just saying.
You can shut.
I'm just saying.
What the hell?
Okay, King, you wanted to say?
I wish my brain would work sometimes. I'm back again. King is back. He. Why am I saying he? I am once again, after the conclusion of the last podcast, I am now newmies.tumblr.com. That is a lot harder to say out loud than I thought it would be. I'm one of the writers. This past 2 weeks was a very productive time for my terrible photoshops, my leaked footage, I can't remember if I had Weiss saying it's a metaphor this past 2 weeks.
I don't think you did, and why haven't you done that? As your glorious god of tits, I demand that you do it. I demand that you make that metaphor a reality.
I did. It's the scene from where she's like, it's a combat skirt, and I put a nevermore on her mouth, and it says, oh my god, how have you got it? It got 80 notes. How have you not seen it?
I didn't see it, because I don't think I follow you. I've committed a cardinal sin. Well, shit.
Got some card action there.
Oh my god!
Whoa, calm down, lemon grab.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess I'm done, so Chrissy can go.
Hey guys, it's me again, Zextrin.tumblr.com, but people here will probably call me Chrissy. But yeah, I'm again on the writing team, and I'm on the music team, technically. I don't really do much except stand there and feel good about myself because I'm in the team. But yeah, and that's it for me. That's me.
Right, okay, anyway. Yes, hi, I'm Dory. I'm still here. I still run this shit. Boop.
Hi, I'm MJ, Tumblr user amazing. I'm still on the art team.
Yay.
Water is great.
It's my turn, right?
Yep.
I'm Ruben, aka Marcus Aurelius, aka Duncan. So, yeah.
Woo!
I didn't I assumed there was going to be more to that, so I didn't woo. I apologize. I failed you all.
I am disappointed.
I know.
All right.
I'm worse.
Now that introductions are over with and the terrifying microphone noise is gone, let us move to the first topic of the afternoon, which is, I forgot, shit.
I think we had thought about like challenges when we're
I have it
working on
written
our...
down
Oh,
in a
Chrissy has it
separate
written
document.
down.
Yay!
Because I knew this shit would happen.
We've let Chrissy down.
You talking shit, Chrissy? You were
You
late.
better believe. Anyway, you know what? You know what? Shut your face.
Nice.
We only have 4 items this time on the list, but I'm sure with our tangents we'll find more shit to talk about. First on the list is, does anyone, reading voice, does anyone also do anything in a medium other than that which they work for in SRC? As in, are there any writers who do non-related music, or artists who write, or whatever?
I guess we kind of nailed that down in the beginning with the introductions, but I do everything except music and programming. So that means basically I draw shit and I write shit and yeah.
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 Yeah, I write, but not for SRC. I'm not particularly grand at it, so.
I think you're a good writer.
Oh, well, thank you. Senpai noticed me. Senpai that I've been friends with.
Oh, I burped.
I was her friend before I became internet popular. I hesitate to say famous, but I'm sort of popular, I guess. And I was friends with Kemi before that.
Holla.
Remember the little people. Okay, yeah, King, you had CR.
I was gonna say a similar thing, that I don't really do much drawing for SRC, but I do a little drawing here and there. Like, for my stuff, like if, like I was, like I said a couple weeks ago, like, now that the Rue Babies craze is over, I think the next craze that all the awesome Ruby artists should get into is drawing all my OCs and stuff.
Brilliant, let's do it. Let's get on it.
And
it just lies dormant.
And I think the one SRC thing I drew was the the like little parody I made where my roommate, I keep saying my friend when he's also my roommate had me listen to Major Modern General, and then I was randomly inspired to have SRC Weiss be Modern Knight of Milk Glass. And then that was like, and then my creativity on lyrics quickly ran out, which is also my music, so I'm only good with music for like 10 seconds and then I run out of ideas, so Emmy was after me. Scroll up a mile.
Thank you for that, because like I'm so scared of interrupting people. I'm just like, somebody can
It does.
Yeah, like, yeah, I do writing for like other stuff too, but like I also like paint, like, because I took like a making class a while ago, and so I really like to paint. But other than that, no, not really. I'm a way better painter than drawer, although like at work I'll draw little like sketches of Weiss and Blake and make copies of them for the kids to color in and watch like how schemes they choose are.
That is literally the cutest. And now because your icon is Ruby, I can't help but think of Ruby taking care of a bunch of little babies. I'm sorry.
Oh, it gets better. For Halloween, we all dress up, like all the teachers, and I dressed up as Ruby last year. So they had Ruby as their teacher.
Oh!
And then my parents got in trouble for calling me Ghetto Red Riding Hood because my boss.
Oh,
He's
Jesus!
like, who are you supposed to be, Ghetto Red Riding Hood? She's like, you can't call her that. There's children. You know? And I was like, oh, this is really awkward.
Ghetto Red Riding Hood.
He said sorry. That particular guy has a bit of an off sense of humor.
Okay, did anybody have the CR after Emmy? I'm looking up. Okay, no.
Glorious leader, everyone.
We're here. Yeah, I make weird noises. I am glorious, and I am a leader, but I can't say a glorious leader. Okay. Duncan, go.
So this is still the writing or art outside of role in SRC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've done a little bit of writing, Ruby fan fiction, but all the writing I've done has been from a couple of AUs. And then I attempt to draw. It's not very good.
Same here.
Well, it's never really good at the start. Trust me. I'm still like take it from an artist who has drawn since she was able to hold a pencil. That you will be shit. You will suck horribly. You will not succeed in any drawings that you do, and that's going to be the state of you at first. And but you just that whole practice makes perfect thing. It does. Yeah, some people do have, I guess, talent at it, but it's not talent so much as a good innate sense of design, I want to say.
Or space or something.
Or yeah, something. Or yeah. But anybody can draw.
A predisposition.
There we go. Thank you. That's a good big word that'll make me sound smart later on. And it's just a constant work. I actually heard this quote somewhere that talent equals persistence plus interest or something like that. And
Talent is nothing but applied interest. In other words, anything you're willing to work hard at, you can be good at.
There we go.
I know which one you're talking about. I'm pretty sure it was Bob Ross, aka Painting Jesus.
I love him.
Happy painting Jesus.
I love you, painting Jesus.
Bob Ross is dead.
God, shut the fuck up.
You're fired.
We don't need to know that.
We don't need that
You will
kind of
rise again on
negativity
the
in this
third
safe
day.
space.
Next Easter,
Well, I was also going to
Ross
say
is coming
that
back.
I do know that pretty well, considering the fact that I have been playing the violin for 10 years. But
True.
yeah.
Okay, Kimi.
Oh yeah. No, just on the topic of art, because like I get super passionate on this topic. But yeah, no, it's definitely a process. Like I wasn't drawing when I was young. I didn't start drawing until I was like 11.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still like, you will suck for a very, very long time. And that's okay. And even as you get better and people are like, oh, wow, oh my God, your art is like so good, you will still think you suck. I want you to know that. Like, you will always think you suck because you always want to be better than you are. So.
Bouncing off of that, another thing that really like messes me up sometimes is that I get this idea of a drawing that I want to do, like and I try to recreate it in from my brain to the digital program that or paper or whatever, and it doesn't come out exactly right, so I feel like I failed. And even though like a lot of other people will say, wow, that's really good, I think to myself, it's not what I thought it was going to be, so it's trash garbage, and it belongs in the trash can. It belongs in the trash can with Chrissy and all the other people. Okay, alright, I'm giving up the
Okay, CR, give me the fucking talking stick.
I love you.
Anyway.
Fucking jogging stick.
But the thing is, from the outside perspective, even though you and I or anyone else creating something know what we wanted to make, and when we fall short of what we want to make, we feel like garbage. Nobody else knows that. You know what I mean? I find a hard way to say this, but if I write something and I decide last minute that I don't want to sit down for 2 hours and puzzle out the perfect ending that I really wanted to write, I'll just write something. And other people will be like, wow, that's really good. Because they don't know. They don't know what I saw. And I don't know. And they don't know what you see. But anyway, for other people, that's, it's still impressive is what I'm trying to get across. That you made something to begin with. Even if you couldn't get completely where you wanted to go, you did something, which is infinitely better than sitting around saying, I wish one day I could.
Yeah, just sitting around wishing for, like, this, quote unquote, I wish I could draw as good as you. Well, you can. You just gotta work at it.
I believe King had our talking stick next.
And I forgot. Okay, Emmy typed into the Skype chat talking about old creations we made and found years later. I have a good story about that because this one time, or like back in middle school, I finally started reading Aragon, and it said like Christopher Paolini graduated high school at 15, and this book came out when he was like 17. And I'm sitting there in 6th grade, and I'm like, well, I'm 13. I can do better than that. Okay, apparently it's 19. But yeah, I sit there and I'm like, I'm 13, I can do better than that. So I start writing books. I'm writing them in little, like, Borders journals when Borders was still existed. Moment of silence for Borders is passing.
You're missing the point of...
And then, like, of course, as I was writing, of course, this was 6 years ago, I'm almost 20 now. I'm writing and writing and writing, and I think this previous summer, I, like, found where I had been typing these stories on the computer because my handwriting was atrocious and it's still pretty terrible. So I was typing it on the computer, and I'm like, oh, hey, this is memories of the past. That's what I used to call this story. So I start reading it, and I get about 2 paragraphs in, and I'm like, oh my god, this is utterly terrible. And, like, I used to read it out loud to my mom, and she would, like, give me suggestions. So, like, after I read this and realized how terrible it was, I had to go to my mom and be like, Mom, thank you for lying to me.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And that's the conclusion of that Kingu
That's
story.
how I started too. Like, I started by, like, trying to write a Harry Potter story. Like, I didn't know what fan fiction was. I'm like, I'm gonna write a Harry Potter story. And it's gonna be about dragons. Because, like, I was really in love with the Triwizard Tournament dragon thing. I was like, why didn't they do more about the dragons? I want to know more about dragons. And so I wrote shit about dragons, and it was basically Harry Potter fan fiction. But it was so terrible. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Go on. Who had CR next?
Emmy has it next.
I thought Duncan. Oh, yeah, Emmy.
So Emmy, and then Duncan,
It's under the radar.
and then
No.
Dory.
Yeah, like it's sort of like on the subject of like the whole thing about writing and what you feel versus what comes out at the very end. It's like I feel like all artists are to some point masochists, because like there's this ideal in your head and you're never always gonna get it, but like it's like I remember when I was writing my very first Ruby fanfiction, like back right after the White trailer, I was like, oh god, there's 2 characters to ship now, I've got to do it. Okay. Here I go. And so I remember I published it March 3rd. Like, I was so, like, I thought about it every moment of every day, like, writing it. I was like, oh, God. Like, I was at work, and I'm just, like strategizing in my head, and the kids, like distract me. I'm like, oh, whoops, I should be working. I'm watching these young minds, and I'm just like, oh, God, my fanfiction. It's so terrible. No, and I remember, like, I think I called in sick one day to work on it. I was like, no, I can't right now. And, like, like I remember like I was like, oh god, this is serious, because I'm actually putting myself to bed at like a better hour to like to like get rest for it so I can work on it in the morning before I go, because I used to like just stay up to whatever ungodly hour I wanted, and then I was like, well, I should probably rein it in and go to bed at 3. So then I finally worked on it, and there was blood and sweat and tears poured in, and then it's done, and I was like, that is the best thing I've ever written, and I'm going to be happy with it forever no matter what. So like, as long as you have like enjoy the struggle a little bit, I think it's okay to not always like you know, it's like, it sounds terrible. It's like, you know, if you enjoy beating yourself around, then it's a great thing to do.
Literally the truth of it. If you enjoy beating the shit out of yourself, you could be an artist too.
Yeah, it's but yeah, that's all I had to say on that, because it's near and dear to my heart.
All right. Duncan then has a point to make. So if he would be so kind as to make it.
Well, I was just gonna sort of go off what King was saying earlier about starting to write in like a little notebook, because I had this little and I guess I still have it, this little leather-bound brown book that I'd actually started writing like my own original story in, which I've sort of scrapped for now, but I still have the I still have like a couple of the first chapters and a lot of the other stuff that I planned out for it, but that notebook pretty much just turned into like the notebook that I wrote poetry and drew like little things related to the poems in, so...
That's really cute. That's cute. Shut the fuck up, that's cute. Super quick. It's about terrible fan fiction that we wrote when we were babies. Holy shit. I was like 12, I want to say, 11 to 12. So this was before the Jackass incident. I got super into Sailor Moon again. And I mean like super, super into it. I was like, oh yeah, I guess the dub version was pretty cool. And then I found out that there was like a Japanese version, and I was like, what the fuck? I've been lied to! And I watched it, and I was like, this is amazing! Ah! And then I was like, wow, I'm gonna go on the internet about this. And oh god, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Because, yeah. I found fanfiction.net, and I was like, oh man, this is great. I want to write one of these. So I made my account, which I'm not going to share because, haha, no. I put down a super weeaboo nickname, and I mean like super weeaboo. It was,
Literally just super.
I wish it was. I wish I had thought about that, because that'd be an actual really good username. But, and I just wrote really bad fan fiction about my favorite pairing. There was this one where it was, I guess it would be called a crackfic at this point. It's definitely a crackfic. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology nowadays. God, that makes me sound so old. But, at the very end, it was like Michael Jackson versus the Naruto people. It was so weird and so, it was so weird and so fucking stupid. It was so fucking stupid. It was so horrible because he like came in on a little tricycle or whatever, and this was before I was so terrified. I thought, yeah, this is gonna be comedy. This is gonna be great. And like 100 other people were like, this is comedy. So that only fueled me to make this huge piece of shit. And I thought, yeah, this is my fuck, what's it called? It's not modus operandi. That's it was my magnum opus. I thought this is it. This is the peak of what I'm gonna get. This is the peak of my ability. I am so. I'm so.
Go ahead, say it. We're waiting.
Michael Jackson singing Ninja Clan, Here We Stand. I just gotta say that out loud because that's amazing. If you believe it. basically that all came about because of the whole point, like making creations that you are ashamed of. Because I went back a couple months ago, like, you know what? I wanna visit my old shame. How bad was it? I know it was pretty bad, but how bad was it? I was like, oh God, what the fuck was I thinking? How is this funny? And then I deleted it. I deleted everything that I had created in that 12 to 13-year-old span of being me. All right, and that's the end of my story. I guess we should continue on to actual points of the thing. Yeah. Anytime now.
Okay, I'll go real quick. That apparently let's just start off with this one. The challenges one has while working on Summer Rose Court. And I feel like I kind of mentioned this last time when I just kind of droned on a little bit. One of my problems is actually sitting down and doing the writing I have to do.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure that the first time around, I was like a solid 1.5 weeks late after the deadline. And then when the one scene when Dory was doing stuff and she couldn't do her scene and I volunteered to cover for Dory, it still took me like another month to write that scene, so I was not on the ball with that. Dang it.
God fucking bless you.
Another one. Okay, not another one. It'll come later.
That's
I
not the
always
only
have to
thing.
sneeze twice. Oh!
Wait, what was just said?
It was a dirty joke at your expense.
Well, now I have to hear it.
She said,
No,
said
it's too
it'll
late.
come again later. She said it's not the only thing.
Oh,
Yes. All right. I'm sorry.
And also, like, the other problem that I sometimes have is that I don't completely know what I'm supposed to be talking about. Like, in the only thing I can remember is, like, in the first the first scene I wrote. Let's see if I can remember how to talk before I finish my point. The first scene I wrote, apparently not. The first scene I wrote, I had Yang having been. Oh shit.
Did you just read what I said?
Yes.
Spoiler
Well,
alert.
Cut that out.
Well, all right.
Since what I said proved to be
no.
wrong.
Oh yeah. Well. So this is fine-ish.
Bleep it out. That'd be so funny.
Yeah,
Like
blurt
when-
that shit out.
So I wrote the scene where beep and boop.
Well, now I kind of want to say the entire thing I was gonna say, just so we can bleep it all out.
God.
Anyway, when you did that thing, that's a spoiler.
When I did X, and it proved to be wrong, and Dory had to correct me, there was just that one particular part, and then various other parts, and then I finally seemed to get an idea of what was supposed to be going on. And then I think Chrissy had Le Croissant after me. Wow, that came out a little worse than I wanted it.
Hey, I'm
Alright.
French, asshole. That offends me. I'm kidding.
Well, it's about to get worse because it just inspired a Photoshop, so.
Oh fuck!
Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay.
What the hell?
TR. Challenges. I was gonna say probably the same thing that Kim,
Ow.
King Jong Dick MacGyver.
Anyway, Dick MacGyver. I had the same challenge as sitting down and actually writing the fucking thing because I don't have a lot of experience with screenplay. I'm a writer, but I write generally like in third person for novel-ish formats. So I was intimidated as fuck. So I finally just had to sit down and be like, "No, you're gonna do it." And somehow I made something that people seem to like. I don't like it. I don't like what I wrote at all, but other people seem to like it. So
It works
thank you.
perfectly. Wow, that was.
And
creepy.
another thing I feel, I don't know, like just working with other people is really weird for me. I haven't collaborated with another writer or artist or anything for years. So I'm used to doing things my way. It's all about me. Me. I'm used to working alone, so I have to deal with. I make it sound so bad. I have to.
Thanks, Chrissy.
I didn't mean deal with. I mean I had to learn how to
Work with.
Deal with.
work with other people. I don't. There's a nicer way to say deal with, because it's a pleasure. It's a joy to work with you all. I just am like, oh my god, I have to like make sure that we don't fuck each other over. We have to make sure that everybody gets their share. We have to make sure everybody writes. We have to make sure everyone's on the same page. We have to make sure that everyone has the same ideas and we're not gonna be mad. It's like I wanted to
Fuck a door.
I wanted to fuck a door. Like me, I had a big problem. I mean, because I wanted Weiss to be introduced ASAP. I really, really wanted that. I was like trying to push for that. I'm like, no, Weiss is so important. We need to introduce her in the first act. And everyone else was like, no, she's introduced in the second act with everyone else. And I was like, ah! But I had to step aside because that's, it wasn't my project. I didn't get to decide what happened. Everyone else has to work together. So that was my personal challenge, was I wanted Insta Weiss. I want Weiss now.
You're not the only one.
Everyone wants Sir Weiss.
Yeah. Oh my God. Super. I'm gonna super like jump in on that. I'm like constantly surprised just how much people like my designs for Sir Weiss and then for Jean. I'm like, why? They're just nerds in armor. They're armored nerds.
Without chaps, I would like to add.
Without chaps, that's true. Okay, now I release it. Sorry.
But yeah, that was it. That was my biggest problem, was I had to learn to work with other people, and I'm sort of a very introverted when it comes to writing and ideas.
Yay!
Yeah, no, that's like basically exactly like the same feelings I had, because like when I'm writing, I'm like, I've got to be like isolated in my own little world, basically. And I'm like, no, I can't accept input from other people, or like I won't, or it's all got to be me, you know? It's sort of the same thing. And like my biggest thing
it's gonna be me.
God, that's my favorite vine ever, by the way. Sorry. But no, and like I had like this huge, like it took me like until last week to even like mention to Dory, like, if you want some help on Summer Rose Court, I would kind of like to help. That would be really cool. Yeah, I'm just like you're so wishy-washy, you know. But like, yeah, and then I finally, and then like now I'm like here with you guys, and I'm like, because I really wanted to sort of break out of my shell a little bit, because like I really want to try working on something with other people, because I mean, even if like you're worried about not getting along with people, or that things won't go well, like I really wanted to try and put like the project itself like ahead of those feelings, and see if I could like, you know, just like work with other people to make something really, really cool. And then, you know, I feel like that was really important for me, because I'd rather do that and have tried than like not tried. Like back to what we were talking about, like where you have to put in effort if you want to like succeed at something. Like, you know, I wasn't gonna know until like I tried, you know. It's that sort of thing. I mean, I haven't really done anything much yet except for take notes on like the dance videos and stuff, because like I have a boner for writing dance scenes, so I'm like, oh I'm all over that. But like, no, seriously. And then but yeah, that's basically how I feel, is like I really wanted to like, you know, get along with people and work on something cool together, and you know, stop being such a little piss baby about not working with people. So yeah, thanks again for having me. And just a mushy moment, but
Cute. Seriously.
Jumping in real quick to say that Dory was like, we're gonna get extra mushy in here. Dory contacted me when you asked to join the club, and Dory was like, "Oh my God, Ruby Rose wants to join us. What do I do?" And I was like, "Oh my God, we have so many writers, but Ruby Rose," and we were like, "Ah!" They were like, "What do we do? Because we really want her on board, but we have so many writers, but we want her on board, and she's a really good writer." And I was like, "Do it, Dory, do it." And so we did it, and it was exciting.
No, gosh, you should know, like, the night that, like Dory told me, like, hey, so, like, this is, you're part of us now. Like, I just, like, after I went to bed for the night, like, I just cried. Oh my god!
No,
Like,
baby.
yeah, I was so happy and like also so intimidated because I was like, I got like the Google Docs. I'm like, oh shit, I have so much stuff. Because like I'm the kind of student that will like do everything the day it's assigned, sort of thing. And so I'm like, okay, like
right in.
right. And so I'm like, okay, I gotta study up. I've gotta like not embarrass people. I've gotta like pull my weight. I gotta get myself together and stop crying because I'm like so happy. But yeah, I just cried the first night. I was like, oh god, I'm so happy.
Oh, that's
Aw.
really
Yeah.
sweet. Well, I mean, that's probably not something you should say sweet because crying and tears are generally not sweet. But
Well, I mean, it was good to
These
let
ones
it
are.
out.
These ones.
okay.
Duncan
right.
is next.
I'm all done. Yeah.
I guess for me, the major challenge that I have with it is I don't know how much I should be like trying to do on my own and how much I should be trying to like collaborate with other people. I guess because I'm not really sure. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but I'm never sure how much to do and how much is just like me doing too much. So yeah.
That's a pretty good challenge. That's
Yeah.
I think that's basically the main challenge that everybody in the project is facing. Just because we're so used to doing things on our own, and now we're doing a mass collaboration on this thing. So it's interesting.
There's that evil little voice in the back of my head who's like, you can do it all. Take all the writing. I want to do it all. I do. I'm like, I want to write it. I want to write so much.
I feel you because there's a part of me, and this is probably really awful to admit. There's a part of me that's just like, do all the writing. Do it. And it sounds a lot like Emperor Palpatine, actually. Just so that everybody like gets a good handle on the evil voice in me. It's basically Emperor Palpatine who's like, do it, do all of the drawing.
And it's not necessarily because I want all of the credit, though that would be nice. It's just because I want to write it all. I want to wrest control.
It's a serious control issue.
Yes, thank God, thank you.
Oh my god, King, you son of a bitch. King just listed the...
One second. Dory, finish your train of thought about control issues.
Right. I have a serious control issue. In group projects and stuff for school, I'm like, okay, well, you guys are gonna just like drop the ball and lower my grade, so fuck you guys. I'm gonna do all this work, and because it's a trust and it's a control issue. So I fight constantly to just trust to just like trust everybody else to pull their weight.
Yeah.
Which it's really difficult for me because one, I'm an only child, so I've never actually had to share stuff. So I'm like, it's hard. It's a definite issue that everybody I think everybody in this project is facing. It's just controlling and other stuff. And oh shit, it's coming back.
No.
Oh god. All right. Kimmy, go.
My biggest issue that I've faced, I was brought in like at the way beginning, so it's not like, oh man, getting used to like meeting all these people, because like Chrissy came at me and screamed like, hey, this is happening, get over here. So that was never a problem. It was more I have at least half a sketchbook full of my sprites of Yang, but I keep redrawing them because they're never good enough. That's my problem. I'm holding myself up to, because like I'll draw this stuff and then I'll be like, oh good, my sprites are done. And then I will look back at them and I'm like, oh wow, these are fucking terrible and have no business being seen near Sir Weiss. So you redraw those, you son of a bitch. And I have like half a sketchbook full of Yang sprites that I just can't be like, these are finally good enough to go in because I'm a shithead. Because like I'm a giant shithead. Is
Well,
really
I
what it
mean,
boils down to.
we love you. And you should submit them anyway because we will love them and they are totally good enough because you are good enough and everybody in this podcast right now is good enough. Everyone in the world is fucking good enough. I love you guys.
This is getting so gay in here. Like it's getting gay
really
up in
gay.
here.
I gotta go.
Somebody open
I gotta
a window.
I gotta
And
go.
we haven't-
walk
and we
this.
haven't-
You gotta go open a window.
I gotta go walk the gay out. I'll be right back. I gotta go walk.
And we
this
haven't even
gay out
started
myself.
talking about the shipping
Rock!
yet.
Yeah, no, right now it's just
Oh
like
god, the shipping.
it's just Summer Rose Court gay. Like but yeah, no, that's my biggest issue is like deciding when something is polished enough to submit to you guys. Because I think a lot of it has to do with my school. Like I have got such high standards placed on me as an illustrator from my academic learning center that I am just like, this is nowhere near good enough to submit, and that's my biggest issue. But this next round of Yang sprites is really good, so hopefully I'll still think that when they're all inked and done, and then I can actually give you guys the Yang sprites. She's muscly, if that helps at all. She's like stacked.
Buff. I saw Buff Weiss that Chrissy posted earlier, and I was like, "Aw, yes."
Okay, I'm back. I walked the gay out.
Yay! I
Take
will
the
never
gay out
walk
for a
the
walk.
gay out.
Okay.
Oh, MJ.
Go MJ, go MJ, go.
Go in.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna switch topics now. And okay.
Help.
And the next topic is what is the most fun part of working on SRC? And I guess I just want to discuss and semi-apologize to Dory because for the past week or so, I've just sort of been poking her on Skype and being like, hey, so I love this, but also, can you tell me more about like every single plane's religion? Do you have any idea about like how this would work? Because I have about 5 million ideas for it. So I absolutely love world building, and this AU is just really fun to world build for.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just been really fun collaborating in that way on the story, even though I have no actual input on the writing so much.
Well, I wouldn't say that because MJ actually came up with Kira's entire story.
That's true.
Like, you know, like what a goddamn surprise, right? But
Shocking.
All right, well, this is because you said, I'm tempted to hand over the reins to you, and I was like, hello, I have the reins now.
It's true. I mean, I don't know who picked, I mean, I probably do know who picked Pyrrha's whole intro in Act 2, which I can say that because it's not a spoiler, because obviously she's going to be in Act 2, but I definitely, if someone in the team has a great handle on a character's voice and who knows exactly what they want to do with that character, or just has really great ideas, I'm all for them like working with the writers like one-on-one, and like them making a really super amazing product of that, like individually. Like a lot of people are like, oh, this is you, this is all your AU, and I'm like, no, it's literally not. It's not my AU anymore. It's
It's all mine.
I will
Sorry,
fight you, bitch.
I'm sorry, I was quoting Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's my lint, mine.
Oh my god. I love that episode.
That episode was terrifying. It was hilarious, but it was terrifying.
But
Are we talking about SpongeBob?
No,
No.
Courage the Cowardly Dog now.
Oh.
Anyway, bouncing on that, to answer Kemi's, oh no, we can't talk about that because
Yeah, I know. Like I'm sitting here. Like, oh God, I need
We have
it.
to keep something a mystery. We're not gonna talk about
God,
it. I'm putting my
damn it.
foot foot down. We're not going to talk about it. It's a
I
spoiler.
know.
Son of a bitch.
It,
I will
it,
hit
it
you with the gavel.
keeps me living,
Guys,
Chrissy.
guys, I will hit you in the head with a gavel if you try to talk about it.
No.
I won't write. I won't write any more porn.
It's
I'm gonna
my
say this,
life's blood.
I'm gonna say this super quick, and then I'll hand the CR to Emmy because I don't think I CR'd. I think I just started talking like a big douchebag. But anyway, shit. Pressure. This stopped being my AU when this became a group project, and like half the world building is from other people's ideas. Like this is a serious collaboration, world building wise, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is basically, I guess, it for what I wanted to speak of. So Emmy, go.
Okay. so fun things working on for Summer Rose Court. Like I said before, like I haven't really gotten to start yet because I'm like super baby diapers new. So it's like, but like I was skimming over the things and I was like, ooh, like dance things. So like my favorite part, like, because I am obsessed with dancing and like I love it. I have like a little pair of ballet slippers that I put on when I'm writing about dancing so that I can like get method, you know. And so I was like looking at like a bunch of videos for like the dances and I'm just like with my hand over my mouth like, oh my god, this is so good for those characters. Like, and I'm just like getting excited with the things that I haven't written yet but I want to try and like, you know, like get down on paper and like
God.
I'm just so happy because like the dancing is like because like, oh, this is where the romance starts, and I was like, oh my gosh. and because it's like God, if I could calm down for a second, but
I know
like,
exactly what you mean.
I'm so excited, like it's just gonna burst out of my heart, and I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna write the fuck out of this.
I'm gonna fuck the writing.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, like if it becomes like a sensual experience, I have to like light candles, I have to be like isolated, and I'm just like, in my little zone. So that's, yeah, Careless Whisper. But yeah, so that's what I'm excited for in case it wasn't.
You guys are balls deep in writing. And
We really are. Like, CR real quick to say that sometimes I'll be writing and I'm stuck in something, right? So I take a break to just close my eyes and lean back and think, like, how do I want to write this next scene? But I get so into it, I get so excited that I get up and I start pacing my apartment like a crazy person, and I can't sit down. And I want to write it so bad, but I can't sit down. I can't sit still long enough to write the thing. I'm so excited. I'm balls deep in the writing method. Anyway, so who's next?
I believe Clinton is next.
Am I next?
Yeah.
We're talking about what's fun about being part of Summer Rose Court, right? Okay, sorry. I guess what I like the most is the fact that I've met so many great people that I'm sort of starting to become friends with now.
you are a friend. You are you're not just a Tomodachi. You're a Homodachi.
Oh. Getting gay up in here again. I thought you walked that out, Dory.
Son of a bitch!
Someone took a photo and I called it.
I'm sorry, go. I didn't mean to get it all gay.
I can't wait till something in Ruby happens where... Oh wait, some stuff has happened where... Why are we laughing? I haven't even made my point yet.
It's just like there was this awkward silence. It's like, I can't wait for something in Ruby to happen. And I'm like, oh fuck, why is that so funny?
I don't know.
It's because we're still waiting for season 2.
Yeah.
It's because we're thirsty and we're going crazy.
Speaking of thirsty, I gotta drink this fucking water.
You gotta get a big cup, yo.
What was King gonna say? I want to know.
Can't wait till what?
I can't wait until, like, something in Ruby happens where I can make a joke with, like, actually, I was gonna say, like, you could kind of do it with episode 15, like, Weiss revealed her bad childhood, and I only cried for 20 minutes.
Oh, man.
Blake revealed
Weiss,
her tragic
if only there was someone who
childhood.
loved
I
you.
cried for 3 months.
Oh, no, get out.
Get out.
You're fired. You're exiled.
My father will hear about this.
No.
But
He won't care.
Fuck.
Ah,
Dory, there are so many things I make that you reblog with motherfucker, and it's
That's very true. I'm just like, you son of a motherfucking bitch. I am so bad today. Oh my goodness. I have said more curse words than I have, like, this entire week.
and
Like-
real, actual words in this podcast. You've sworn more than you said real.
I
words.
know! It's insane!
Usually that's like me or Chrissy. Like I swear.
Usually, yeah!
are you insane?
You're on Santa's naughty list now.
Am I fired now?
No, you're on the naughty list.
I'm getting tired of your puns.
I'm gonna crescent rose this before it gets out of hand.
I actually think Kemi had tried to CR and then I stole it.
Wow.
It's true,
Wait,
but I don't particularly care. That was hilarious. So the most fun part for me is one, I just love the group. Like Chrissy pulled me in, and I think I'd said maybe one word to Dory about her really good looking Weiss, and then suddenly we were like talking. And everyone's been super. I have extenuating circumstances that everybody's been super excited, or not excited about, but like understanding of. But the most fun thing for me, like that I am working on, has got to be drawing fucking Yang's abs. Like, are you shitting me right now? Like, I just love Dory's Yang with her big nose and her abs and her just everything that. I'm gonna fuck the abs. Okay? That's what it is. It's what it boils down to. But yeah, no, just I've had a lot of fun with the designs, really. Like, I am super gay for character designs.
Yay.
And
I'm gonna officially see our Kemi after this. For most fun of Summer Rose Court, it's I love doing the designs. Basically, it's I feel like I've grown in character design so much from this project. Like I really like designing things and drawing, and even though I can't draw armor or design armor very well, for some strange reason I keep putting people in armor. I don't know why this is happening to me, but just the designs and of both character and background are just the most fun for me. Yeah, that's it. Ah, fuck.
you keep hurting yourself, man.
Yeah, I have this chip clip that I keep putting on my hand for some reason, and it keeps hurting, but I keep doing it because I'm a stupid piece of garbage. Just like, this hurts.
I wonder if it'll hurt the next time.
It'll probably be totally fine this time. It's fine.
I'm used to it
Okay, so what's next on our list?
Ships.
Is it
Oh,
ships?
Enabler.
I think like if we get started on ships, we're gonna be here for another hour. Maybe we should. I mean, I'm into that, but
I do kind of want to just super quick. Thank you, MJ. Ships. They exist. I just kind of want to super quickly talk about just the romance in SRC before we head on to I guess the shoutouts and stuff. For the romance, I know I've said it a bunch on Tumblr, but I feel like it's more it's easier to say it when I'm talking. The romance is completely optional. And instead of that bullshit, like kind of like what Dragon Age 2 did, where you either started a romance or you like called them a stupid fat piece of shit. You know, it's you get like what I'm thinking is like you get three options. You get like a
Fucking Shepard, Jesus Christ.
Or you could be like Commander Shepard. I should go.
The most awkward
go.
commander in
I should go.
space.
I should go. Shepard. I should go. you get like 3 or 4 different options where it's like there's the definitely romantic one that's like, hey, your hair is gorgeous, I want to fuck you, or
That escalated quickly.
yeah, there you go, or the super neutral like, eh, or the strictly like friendly like, hey, your hair is pretty, I don't want to fuck you. That kind of thing, so that you're never really like being a callous asshole, because that's just not who Ruby is, and you play as Ruby, so it's basically yeah, that's the romance
You're
to
either
it.
bros or you bone. That's what it boils down to.
Or you could
Wow.
just, yeah, pretty much, and no, and there's no bullshit like they're gonna be all sad when you like quote unquote friend zone them. They're gonna be like, oh, all right, cool, let's
Yeah, that's chill.
yeah, they act like decent human beings, you know,
Whoa,
like
what?
They're like, I'm really into you. Are you into me? No. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh well.
I thought I was right. That's
I
okay.
was right. That's okay.
all right, and that's basically
I'll be
the
sad
romance.
alone.
Oh, and another thing, because this again isn't spoilery. This is just informationally.
Okay.
If you're a fan of like pollination, I think it's called, or whatever.
Ah,
Just in the platonic sense, mind you. You basically get that off the bat, I guess. No, MJ, not like sex pollen. There's no such thing as sex pollen.
That's one of the joke routes. You shake
Oh,
a weird
shit.
plant and everyone starts fucking. But because it's a PG,
oh, we need to name the plant after Chrissy.
but because it's a
Chrissy,
PG-rated game, right? They just flirt with each other really outrageously, and then it fades to black. And instead of a sex scene, it'll just be a gif of me rubbing 2 roses together sensually.
With
Yeah,
the careless whisper saxophone just in the background.
Oh my god.
All right.
Without blinking.
A long time. What's her face?
Nobody solves the Grim issue. They just fuck till the end of time.
and arrive and they're like, we're gonna eat you. Whoa, no, guys, everybody back up. There's an orgy happening. We gotta go.
This was rude that we interrupted this. We need to
Like, we need to go. No, the Grim are like, I should go.
yeah, they're the Commander Shepard in this scene.
All right,
Because we
but
end the
basic-
grim threat.
yeah, basically, if you don't do a strictly Ruby, like let's say if you don't want to do a Ruby Weiss playthrough, you can, first of all, why wouldn't you? Second of all, it's completely optional, and in the basic route that we're writing, you could read subtext into it. Writers, I'm winking at you from behind my computer. I hope you can score that. So basically, anybody can kiss anybody, but if you want to specifically see somebody kiss somebody, you make that. No, there's no genre yet. No, I will not allow it.
That's too hetero for this gay ass game.
Yes.
That is way too hetero for this gay ass game.
It's too bad. We're all gonna go. Thanks to MJ, we're all gonna be in the het pit. So.
You're welcome.
So Chris C had CR after me. So.
I just wanted to say real quick that I, like, the minute I found out I was writing a scene, not even a Ruby Yang scene, but a scene that had both Ruby and Yang in it,
Oh god.
I was like, subtext right now.
It's true. It's literally true. Oh god, when I first read the script, I was like, this is pretty gay. Like, I was like, whoa, this is kinda. It was great. It was great. I loved it.
I did enjoy writing that part. It's like, oh, I used to think that we were supposed to get married.
Oh,
Jesus. And it's oh yeah, and it's like, yeah. What do you say to that? Oh.
It's not even subtext. That's like super text.
I should go.
All right. Writers who are in this, for every like one-on-one conversation that Ruby has with someone, I demand that an option of I should go be just because.
Because shepherds.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes, I
Because
agree.
Shepherd. Alright. Yeah, there we go.
So, using that as a segue, should we end it here or should we
Shout
talk
out.
about?
Gotta do shout outs.
Yes.
We actually
Right.
have shout outs this time around.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. I mean, we had shout outs last time. I actually, super quick, because I had the link here, and Duncan, since you handle the YouTube the YouTubing, I want you to copy this link that I'm sending to you in the description, because that is the first and, as I'm aware, the only piece of official fan art for this podcast that we got. And it was during the tangent where we were talking about Weiss and her weaponized collarbones, and it was great. So shout out to mikuro.tumblr.com for making this incredibly awesome piece of art, and we're gonna link it in the description so you can go check it out, and also follow that person. Follow them immediately because they're probably super, super cool. And
They are actually really cool.
And because the tit god compels you, so.
The Tit God!
Can't say no to that.
There you go. And, let's see, who.
Another shout out.
Right. I believe Erissa-chan, I want to say. Was that what the username was? Erissa-chan or something? Because,
Erissa-chan, yeah.
yeah, because they gave us a super, super sweet comment on the previous podcast, and it was just really, really sweet of them to do that, and thank you so, so much. And also, way to go introducing people to the rubies.
The
Way to go.
The rubbies.
The rubbles.
Rubbies.
Wubby.
The wubbies.
What's your problem with Rwanda, Chrissy?
Yeah, what's your problem with Rwanda?
Can we have a mode in our game where everybody calls Ruby everything
yeah.
other than Ruby?
Yeah. That's
Like
gonna-
this tender moment, and then it's like,
Rumpelstiltskin. You know.
Hey, rye bread. That actually sounds more like a thing for Lyren. Like, hey, rye bread.
I
Hey,
think there should be a mode.
Bob.
Rasputin.
I think there should be a mode in SRC where all of the characters' names get replaced with horrible things that sound like their names but actually aren't.
Or like
Based-
shitty names you
based
see in a
on-
fan fiction that's totally not a Ruby fan fiction, but is totally a Ruby fan fiction.
The Scarlet Fighter. Silver-haired fencer to her chest. I love you so much.
Or like shit, you know those really bad like knockoff animated movies? Like they did that one of Brave that was totally Brave but called something else.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
That. There we go.
And a million different ways to misspell Pyrrha the way people do some.
Jesus.
I
They
love
stand
Pyrrha.
to spell Pyrrha.
We
You
get to,
clearly
like-
haven't been online enough because I have seen some shit. I have seen some ridiculous shit.
Yeah.
What's the best about this is how insulted MJ is by all.
Look, alright, okay. There is a legitimate Greek myth, alright? There's a legitimate myth with a character named Pyrrha in it. You can Google this, and Google will correct your spelling and be like, no, you mean Pyrrha. So I don't know how the fuck people are getting it wrong when it's so simple.
MJ's just really passionate about
Oh my
that.
god. Oh
Of
god.
course, it's
Okay,
your child.
If we do this, we have to put Jean as Jean. What is it, Ruby?
I've heard people call him Juan. Give him a little
Juan.
sombrero.
A little mustache and maracas and a poncho.
No, I am not Joan. I am Juan. So
I
Juan.
am Juan.
He is Jean Juan DeMarco.
Oh my god.
Oh god, speaking of that, MJ brought up Vice. that pisses me the fuck off when I go into the tag and people were like, actually, it's
Oh my
pronounced
god.
Vice, and you're
Yeah.
wrong, and
Oh,
I'm
God.
better than you for
Chrissy,
fuck
you were
you.
gonna.
Nice.
This is something that I kind of.
Can I say something?
Okay, yeah, Duncan, go. Super
Okay,
quick.
what irritates me about that is I speak German, and that doesn't bug me because it's the character's name. It's not the word. It's like if someone went up to me and was like, "Your name's Duncan, but it should be pronounced Duncan because of the original Gaelic that it comes from." No.
Yeah, Mark
Dune
specifically
can.
said that Germany doesn't exist in Ruby, so it's not Vice.
Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
It's just people. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Alright, bouncing off of that super quick, and this isn't a spoil. This doesn't count as a spoiler because it's not really important. But this actually gets lampshaded when I'm planning. This gets lampshaded in the game because Weiss is constantly like, it's not pronounced with the W, it's pronounced with the V, and everybody's like, Weiss. No, it's Weiss. Weiss. No, it's Weiss. Shit. you know that whole like duck season, rabbit season thing that happens, and then eventually Weiss is like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm Weiss. Whatever. Fuck it. So yeah.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. That's actually happened to me. I was when I moved to Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican. When I moved to Puerto Rico, I had lived most of my life in America, and so I was taught to spell my last name, without the accent over the E. Like, I'm not gonna give out my real goddamn name, but the point is, there's a letter there that I guess technically should be with an E, an accent over the E. And my Spanish teacher, when I wrote my name at the top of the page, would fucking red mark it. Because she would put, she would correct the grammar and the rest of the essay, because I was shitty at Spanish and I still am. But she would also put a red acento over the E in my name. I'm like, what the fuck is your problem? It made me so mad. It made me so mad, and I use it now because it's technically correct. I do put the accent over it whenever I can, but it still really bugs me that she would fucking red mark my name. Like, that's like going into Word and having that red squiggle under your name. It's like, no, fuck you. That's my name. That's how I was taught to write it. That made me mad. I don't know why that made me mad, but it did. But yeah, sorry. C.R. Duncan, or whoever King. King.
Hey, you lie, Chrissy. It was me first.
Quiet right now, King.
Okay, I'm gonna share my last name because there's like a lot of people with my last name apparently. It's Whittington, which of course my friends like to give me shit about that because when you translate Whittington, it translates to White Town.
Nice.
So they give me a lot of shit about that. But it's amazing how often people like misspell it, like when they're just like, what's your last name? Whittington, and then they spell it bad. Like this one time they spelled it Woodington, and it was for a refund, so they put it on a check and it said Wyatt Woodington. I just said my whole name. Well, that's my whole name. It said It said Woodington, and I'm like, and my mom was like, what, Philip, you can't, I'm just going to start throwing out random names. My mom's like, Julio, you can't cash this. This doesn't have your real name on it. But then the worst one was sometime in elementary school. My sister was called to the office for something, and they said blank Whittingham. And I'm like, how do you even get ham? I actually understand Woodington because when I'm saying it and there's a lot of noise, I can see how you would get Woodington. But how do you get Whittingham? It's a completely different set of sounds.
Someone's dying.
It was me. Sorry.
Stop that.
Perfect.
I've got the plague.
Okay, I think Duncan's up next because I think now I'm done.
Okay, what I was going to say is related to my name is because I had a teacher when I was like, I forgot how old I was, I guess maybe in 2nd or 3rd grade. It was a substitute teacher who told me that my name shouldn't be Duncan, it should be Dominic because Duncan isn't a name that exists.
Oh, what?
What?
I shit you not.
Wait, you need to
This
say
is-
that again.
Wow.
What?
A substitute teacher when I was in 2nd or 3rd
In the
grade
blood updated.
said that my name should be Dominic because Duncan isn't a real name.
Oh my god.
That's bullshit.
Oh my god.
It was like this 60-something year old
dog
white
shit
woman.
is what that
Oh
is.
shit! It is some kind of shit.
That is dog shit. Complete. Like. Oh. Sorry, I'm okay.
Sorry,
We're
this
gonna-
is. I had another. Sorry, this is completely on a tangent. It may slightly be weird and may need to just be edited out. But I was in high school. This is completely unrelated, just related to teachers.
Go on.
Okay, wait. Before you get on your tangent, I want to give a shout out to the Ivory Tower.
Oh my god, I'm
Crumbles.
so glad you did that first. I was like, I want to do it, but I didn't want to give her the shout, or them, I don't know their pronouns. I wanted to give them the shout out, but I didn't want to say it directly after I had just shouted dog shit into the microphone. I'm like, let's wait until we're all happy again so we don't associate. Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, oh my god, I'm so excited
Yeah.
because they're such a fucking good writer, and I'm
Absolutely.
so excited that they're joining the fandom, and like, just immediately was like, this wild dark horse has entered the ring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like,
oh, by the way,
bam! Here's my fucking debut, and it's fucking amazing. They're so awesome.
it's their debut fic is In the Blood, and it just updated with its final part. So go check it out.
It's so good.
Okay, Duncan, go.
Okay, so this is almost rant, but when I was in high school, in one of my math classes, we had a substitute, and there was somebody in the class we had to take a test that day, and there was somebody in class who was sitting like right next to me, and they were cheating on their test, and I was like, wow, I better tell the teacher. So I tell the teacher about it, and actually nothing happened because I told her about it like when we had a break during class, and she was like, well, I can't do anything about it unless I see you're cheating. But then the substitute, but this girl didn't get caught cheating on the test. But anyway, at the end of class, the substitute teacher was like, yeah, well, I do believe you because I can tell that you're a good Christian guy. And I was like, in my mind, like, really? You're at a public school and you say that. And it was just like, I guess it offended me more because it's just like,
You're a
I'm-
good Christian.
I'm not Christian. And it's like, would you really still believe me if I said that I wasn't like, if I said to you that I wasn't a Christian? Because it's like, there are so many people I knew when I was in high school who thought that I was just a horrible person because I wasn't Christian. Because if I
Wow.
wasn't Christian, it meant I had no morals. And it was just like, you're a little nuts.
Kimmy has a CR on the topic,
Yeah.
and then I think we're gonna be out of time pretty soon.
Yeah.
So talk fast.
Oh yeah, no, this is just, it has really nothing to do with like that topic aside from like people who are stupid.
What? Shit. Sorry.
Oh wait, Emmy, go.
No, it's okay. I don't want to interrupt. You already.
Emmy,
No,
talk.
no, go,
Go,
Emmy.
go.
Go, Emmy, go.
Gotta go fast.
It's just about
Faster.
It's just about names. It's just about names. Like I remember, like when I was in middle school, like our uniform was like the T-shirt that had like our initials on it, like the first initial of your first name and then your like last name right next to it. So then everybody in the school knew that my initials were E.T. And so, I kid you not, everybody signed my yearbook like E.T. phone home. You guys
That sucks, yo.
You guys. But then there was this other girl in my class who her name was her initials were A.M. but her last name was Maddox. So she's like, I look like A Maddox. This really sucks. But yeah, that's all. That's all. I don't want to. I already feel bad.
Oh man, that's great.
Yeah, go ahead, Kemi.
Okay. Yeah. No. Just on the topic of people being like, "Oh, you must be this." I had somebody call me. just for some background, children. When this happened, I was sporting a rather magnificent rainbow mohawk.
Wow.
And when this particular incident happened, I have a million stories about the mohawk, but when this particular incident happened, I had the mohawk, and I said something. I'm pretty sure I used the term gay baby jail. I'm not sure. And somebody stopped me on the street with a rainbow mohawk and told me that I shouldn't be so homophobic. So I just sort of stood there, just dumbfounded. Like, I have a rainbow mohawk. Like, what do you want from me? Do I need to have sex with women in front of you? Is that what you need?
Oh my
But that was that story. That just blew my mind.
You just need to have a shirt that says "Warning Lesbian" inside.
Well, I have a Dyke Mark shirt too, so it's like it's not even like I'm subtle. Like, you're not supposed to assume, that's rude, but you can assume with me. I'm pretty much as gay as it gets.
You can make an inference, you know, an educated guess.
Yeah, you can make an educated guess that I might be 1,000% fucking lesbian. So, that's a joke. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. So that's my story about the woman who called me homophobic.
Well, she thought she was doing a good thing.
Ally cookie.
Ally cookie.
I'm gonna choke.
Don't choke. I don't think she tried at all, to be honest. So she gets that star.
Oh, wonderful.
Anyway, so I think we're done.
Yeah, this was a blast.
Well, we've laughed, we've cried, we've cursed, we've talked about dog shit. I think
Blocked
it's
that gay out.
Gotta put, yeah.
Walked out the gay. So, Duncan, please remember to. Duncan, please remember to snag the fan art link. I can get it back to you like immediately if you absolutely need it. In fact, I will PM you that link so that you can have it with you on all time.
Oh, okay.
All times. And just pop that in the description. And I guess I will see you guys not next week, but next episode. See you later. Hello.
She's dead.
All right. Well, this is Extrian signing out. Bye.
This is MJ. Sorry about the airplane noises. I'm gonna leave forever.
No, don't leave forever. Oh,
Zabra, you should keep a handful of those in just for the comedic value.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm Kemi. This was a lot of fun, and I hope it's fun for those listening to us being idiots. So, yeah, peace.
And I'm Emmy, and thanks so much for having me. I'll do my best to help. Goodbye.
This is Aurelian signing out.
Am I the final one? Okay, I'm apparently the final one. Awkward. This is Neumi's. I'm honestly probably going to change it to Dick Guyver or something, signing out.